all, welcome to C Programming Learning. In this video, we will understand how to convert any binary number to any decimal number. For that, let's use code blocks. Now here I am starting with an empty file. I am going to make a function of converting this number into binary to decimal. Now let's start with first of all initiating our header file. Here I am going to use some mathematical terms, that's why I need math.h library, and then we need our proper library of standard input output, that is stdio.h. So I have given two header files. Now let's declare a function to convert the binary number into a decimal number. So I'm going to use integer convert, and inside that I'm going to put one parameter, that is long, and let's give the name as n as a number. So here I have declared my function. Now let's start with the integer main function. Inside integer main function, what I'm going to write is, first of all I'm going to declare a long n here, and I'm going to take this value from the user. So let's use one printf statement, and let's ask them for enter the binary number. So it has to be in 1 and 0 pattern because it's the binary number. It has only 2 digits in it, that is either 1 or 0. And by using a scanf, what we are going to take, we are going to read the given number by using a percentage %ld. ld is a format specifier for long double values. So I'm going to put comma, and here I'm going to put ampersand n. So I'm going to assign the given value to n location. Now we will printf the resulting statement. So percentage %ld again I am using. Okay, so here must be that percentage %ld, and I'm going to write down in binary, and that will be percentage d in decimal. So here is this type of statement I have used to understand actual difference while converting the digit from binary to converting to the decimal. So here I am giving that function name convert n, so that the first binary number is nothing but your n, and the converted number in decimal which will be nothing but the convert n function's resulting statement. So and then a main function requires return 0. You can write down a main code first, and then you can define your function later on. Also you can write down your function body first, and then you can write down the integer main function. This way also you can proceed. Now I'm going to define my function, that is integer convert function, which I have declared up here with the parameter as a long n. So here is the formal parameter, here is the function body which I am going to write down, and I am going to use integer decimal. First of all I'll make it at 0 value, and then one more I'll need for iteration, that I'm going to put at as a 0 also. Here must be the comma, not semicolon. So I have declared two variables, and one I would like to have again a reminder function, a reminder variable, which I am going to keep it as it is. Now I am going to use a while loop, like for while n factorial becomes 0, that means it has to make a factorial of that to convert it into the decimal. So n factorial equals to 0, reminder equals to n modulo 10. So it has to divide the binary number by 10 till n factorial becomes 0 to convert it into the decimal number, and after that the decimal number should get increased by one value is equal to reminder in multiplied with power, and in bracket I am going to write down 2 comma I, and then let's increment I by plus I, and then we have to return a value of decimal number, decimal variable, which we have declared inside function body. So here I have used a while loop. For n factorial becomes 0, so whatever will be the number, suppose it's 6 digits like 101010, if there are 6 counts, then till 6 count it has to make the same. For first number, suppose it's 1, then it has to get divided by 10 with the power of 2, because it will be then 2 raised to that. So that's why we have used a power function here. So this power function, which all includes in the math library, that's why we have initiated a math header file, and this way you can again increment the I, and till it becomes the last digit it has to perform this to convert it into the decimal number. Now I'm going to save this file as conversion.c. Here I have written one function, then this is my main function where I have called this the function. Here I have called it, and here I have written my function definition with return value. So right now I'm going to just check with building of it. As built finished with 0 error, let's run it. Now I will enter any binary number. Let's put 101110 and press enter. So here why it is not showing any value, as we have to check because we have not reduced the n by 10 times, that's why it's not showing the value. That's why I will write n divided by or equal to 10 times. For each iteration it has to reduce to the 10. Now let's build it again here, and here we need a semicolon. Now I am going to run this file again, and I am putting one decimal number, and let's print enter. So here you can see 10110 in binary, which is nothing but a 22 in decimal way. So this way you can convert any binary number to decimal number by using a function, and you can actually print that value by using such a printf statement to understand the difference in visual way or in a proper way. I hope you understood today's conversion project by using a function. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.